Morning everybody, Brian Bush, Top Crop Alliance. We're checking soybean fields. So we caught a nice general 3/4 inch of rain, maybe close to 1.5 inches in some places on Friday night here. Today's Monday, May 22nd. So a couple of the fields we were watching that we were concerned would they have enough stand or not. It's amazing what a little rain does to loosen the soil, allow the seeds to come back out here. So I'm gonna kind of bend this down here. So a beautiful site here. Right here, just like this. Yellow cotyledons. That means those suckers were below ground until we caught that rain. So they've only been up for probably a day or less. So big picture, when you see that, that means that's probably plants that were not present if you checked at the end of last week. So that's a good sign that we're getting more stand out here. Now, honestly, I don't expect to see a whole lot more pop through. So now's a pretty good time to go out and take your stand counts if you're concerned. I'm on a little bit of a hillside here, kind of a hilltop, a little bit tighter clay. Reminder, how do we assess populations? My favorite way is take your tape measure with you. So the magic number is 21 inches. So across 30 inches of row, you count 21 inches. How many plants are in that 21 inches? So if you've got 30-inch beans, count 1 row. If you've got 15-inch beans, count 2 rows. Got drilled 7.5 inch, count 4 rows, or any combination thereof, whatever your equipment works out to. So just 21 inches is not very much. That's less than 2 feet we're looking at. So just to try and take out some of that variability, I try and take it a step further. So I like to take the tape measure out to 42 inches. This field is 15-inch rows. So 15-inch rows, I'm going to count 2 rows, 42 inches long. Then just cut that number in half, multiply by 10,000. So let's see if we can get this together here. So as you can see, I got 42 inches right here. Count all the plants. Also, I try and do a more random count. You can cherry pick the best spots or the worst spots, but like here, I think this one's gonna survive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not gonna count that one right now. He might still come on through. He's not up yet. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 cut in half is 6.5, 6.5. 6.5 times 10,000 is 65,000. This spot right here will be on the low side. You know, it's on that marginal, that questionable, do we keep it or not, perspective. Most replant charts are gonna tell you somewhere around 70,000 is sufficient. So the question is, if we go to my shoulder here, do we wanna tear up all that's green down here, or even right behind us is a pretty good spot, to try and account for a spot right here that's slightly below our target? My gut's probably no, but that's also an individual assessment here. If this is a field that has horrible weed pressure, or you know it dries out and will burn up, having more plants out here probably would help make sure you've got the population you want to control weeds, conserve soil moisture. But generally speaking, your first planted crop here is gonna be the majority of your yield potential here. So what's fun is with this, so here's where we stand on this one. You know, it's not the best spot, not the worst spot. What if we come over 2 rows? If instead we wanna count, I don't know, let's just throw it right here. Now, 1, 2, nothing down through there. That one is just outside, so we're not gonna count that one. Do you count that little guy? I'm gonna say no, we don't. He might make it. 3, 4, 5, 6, that's outside of it. So 6 cut in half is 3. This is 30,000. If we saw large patches like this, man, it'd be concerning whether we keep this or not. But let's go 2 more rows. Same thing here. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say no. 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 again, cut in half is 6.5, so that's another 65,000. So this little general area here is kind of on that low edge of what we would consider acceptable. You know, but we don't have to go very far at all. Take a spot like this. You can just look down that row. You can see the plants there. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 cut in half as 8 times 10,000, that'd be 80,000. So this will be sufficient for our full yield potential here. And you can look around here. You don't have to go very far. You get really good populations again here. So the real question becomes, do I want to tear up the existing stand here to come in and try and spot in a couple of areas like this? So give me a call. If there's things we can do to help you out with those decisions, we're happy to help out. We have good stands here. We don't have perfect stands, but most of the plants that are up look healthy. They look like they're in good shape here. So hope that helps. Every situation's unique. We're happy to help you out too. So talk to you later.